Looking back, do you have anything you wish you could change?
No, I don't think so, no. I had a nice life really, very happy. Apart from losing Sean at an early age, you can't change things like that, can you? So, no, had a really nice life. I was very lucky really, growing up where I did. Quite privileged, I should have thought.
When I was little, my grandma wrote me a book. It was all about her life. She drew pictures, she put in photos, and she wrote loads of stories that when I was little I just didn't care about and I didn't look at. And then when my dad died, I realised how much I would have really loved something like that from him, and the importance of these stories. They say you have two deaths, the day you actually die and the day that people stop talking about you. And as I'm older, I don't want to stop talking about people and stop telling their stories. So this is the story of a really, really lovely lady.
And I used to go off on my own from about, well, as long as I could walk, I think. Used to be out on my own. Probably had quite a lonely childhood because I didn't have any friends until I started school. Oh well, when I was at school, I suppose I was 14, I put my name down to go to agricultural college, but the teacher told my dad, which obviously he had to tell him, and my dad said, oh no, you're not going to agricultural college because that's not a suitable job for a girl going into farming. So that was put a stop to.
What did you do instead?
So then I said, well, I'll be a vet then. And he said, no, you're not going to be a vet. So I was about 2 months away from taking exams, and my dad got me a job in Bristol, in the centre of town, an office job. So I had to catch the bus every morning at 7:30 and go into town and get home at 6 every night. And I can't say I liked it very much because I was a country girl and suddenly I was dumped in town. I suppose he thought he was doing the best for me, and I suppose that was probably a good job in those days, which would have been early 60s. And he sent me to college as well to learn typing and secretarial duties. So I wasn't that keen on that, I have to say. So Michael was going to register the children's names, so Rodney was going to be Anthony, which I'd chosen. And when he went to register it, he came back with Rodney. How he got that, I do not know. I suppose I could still have called him Anthony, but his registered name was Rodney now. So that stuck. Been retired now for, how many years is that? 7 years. Yeah, but I keep busy. I've got 2 allotments, which I really enjoy. Gardening, I've always enjoyed gardening. My mum used to teach me everything. Used to go out and help her, so. And I also do some voluntary work. My son Rodney works at Morrison Supermarket. But Rodney had problems he had problems when he was born, and he had a lack of oxygen and he suffered brain damage, so I always knew he wasn't going to do particularly well. His reading's not good and his writing, but he's always had a job ever since he left school. He's never been out of work, which I think is really good. And I volunteer there, pushing trolleys, picking up litter mainly. I go around and pick up all the litter, and they really appreciate it, I think.
How hard was it for you losing Dad?
Oh, very hard, yeah. I mean, Michael had cancer, so that was sort of expected. It happened, although it happened quite quickly. But Sean was so unexpected. None of us even thought there was anything wrong with him, and he'd never said he didn't feel well. So yes, that was very, very upsetting. I got over it. You wouldn't get over it. You don't expect to lose your children, do you, before children going before you, but I'm afraid we have to accept it and get on with our lives.